All right, y'all. Big Mike, the Almighty One himself, coming at y'all live and direct. Max City Limits Radio Show. Philosopher King Central, boy. Ooh, shoot, man. I hustle hard, man. Let me see here. Today, we're going to talk about something that I've touched on many times, but since we have a sick society out here, I'm forced to revisit it every now and then. Yeah, man. When it comes to the black community, I am forced to revisit this, man. I think the last time I actually spoke on this was, I cannot remember this dude's name, but he basically took a skateboard and mollywopped some chick in the face or upside the head with a skateboard. That happened like maybe 4 years ago or something. You know what I mean? And everybody was debating about, was it necessary or was it justified and all that. And I had a pretty nuanced perspective on it. Yeah, pretty nuanced view due to the fact that my business has been women, and I've worked in the prison industrial complex and in the military industrial complex and worked security. And oh yeah, man, I've been knee deep in the blood and the guts in these streets, man, dealing with all sorts of shady ass individuals, man, female or male. That's right. So today we're going to talk about, pretty sure y'all heard about this female who I believe she's from Houston, Texas, and she was out late at night, and some dudes were spitting at her, man, trying to get at her and ask for her phone number, so she say, and the dude picked up a brick and hit her in the face or upside the head and shit, man. I don't know, it's kind of weird when I'm looking at that view of her face. If you get hit in the face with a brick, man, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have some swelling, but you also gonna have some sort of tissue damage, man. You know what I mean? I didn't see any sort of lacerations or tissue damage. I don't know. Bottom line is, y'all know how I get down. I don't trust shit a bitch say. I just don't, man. Broads be weaving these magical, fantastical, scenarios, man, to try and get you to feel sorry for them and to manipulate you, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's it definitely looks like it could be from blunt force trauma, but if you get hit in the face with a brick, like I said, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I'm pretty much an expert on fucking wounds and lacerations. I worked in a prison for 10 years, man. And if somebody hits you in the face with a brick, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, you're gonna have some tissue damage, man. You're gonna have some cuts, some scarring, not just the swelling. I mean, that's a hematoma right there on her face, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't trust the bitch, man. I don't trust the bitch. I don't trust her. And, I guess the question of the day is, should you intervene these days with these broads doing all that yapping, talking all that shit? Niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that, fuck you niggas, y'all ain't man enough to deal with me, you ain't, you can't handle a strong black woman and we don't need you and all this kind of shit. Look, man, y'all know how I get down, man. For the fellas that's been with me on this journey, I mean, I get low-key called a simp every now and then because I have ran interference and block for females, man, I was getting screwed with or fucked with by niggas, you know what I'm saying? I try and do it the non-violent way because I'm not necessarily trying to take no penitentiary chances. Not for no broad, man. But my thing is, if I consider you a friend, and I use that word loosely because as time marches on, it's really hard to even call any female that you're fucking with a friend. Yeah, man, I've seen some cold-blooded shit out of these broads, man, that lets you know, she don't really see you as a friend. She see you as something to be used as a utility, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind's eye, when I was younger, I actually thought that me and this female, or me and particular females, was friends. And if I seen anybody fucking with you, I'll be the first one to step up, man. There's no doubt. And not just on a friendship tip, but if we have a working relationship as far as business is concerned. Yeah, I'll be the first one to run interference and to run block. Make sure that you're good. You know what I mean? And sometimes I would have to do that begrudgingly because a lot of females that I was associated with, they was scalawags, man. They was just bitches that you wouldn't necessarily call them wifey material. You know what I mean? They had a hell of a lot of mouth, and I can see why dudes in these streets would want to slam dunk their ass. You know what I mean? But I run block plenty of times, man. But that's kind of like where I draw the line, man. It's like, I gotta know you, and I have to put myself in a position to actually be responsible for you. Like, if I know you in a personal capacity and in a business capacity, I'm kind of corny like that, old school, in the fact that I'm not going to let nothing happen to you because I feel that I have a responsibility to make sure you're okay, to make sure you're all right. Unfortunately, and you fellas, y'all might figure this out later on in life. I don't know how many times you have been put in a position or a situation where you got to save a broad, man. But a lot of times, that shit is not reciprocated. You go all out to try and save a chick, man, and when you go ahead and you're feeling real good about yourself, you done saved a bitch, and then when you fucked up and something bad happened to you, where they at? Where these hoes at, man? Where they at, Jack? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm hearing a lot of motherfuckers out there talking about this chick, man, like, oh man, y'all should have just go ahead and help her irregardless. And I'm like, I ain't cut like that. Irregardless. You know what I mean? Because, I did my research on this chick, man, and I looked at some of her TikToks or her videos, and she was talking hella smack. She was talking hella shit about niggas, man. She was talking so reckless and so crazy. You know what I mean? If I was an individual out there that night and I put myself in harm's way to make sure that she didn't get mollywopped, and then later on, I went back home and figured out who she was and looked her up on social media, I would kick myself in the ass. I'd be heated. I'm like, man, I saved this bitch. Oh, I saved this bitch. One of these slick mouth ass bitches. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, with me, a chick gotta earn that, man. She gotta earn it. If I know her, if I'm dealing with her, in a professional capacity, she got to put some skin in the game with me if I'm going to take some penitentiary chances, because that's exactly what the fuck that is. Big Mike can give you all sorts of crazy stories, man, about how niggas stepped up to the plate to save a chick, man, and they ended up getting locked up for it, man. Yeah. Doing 4, 5, 6 years. And then, while they up in there, just thinking that they did thinking that they did a righteous deed, man, and they writing her and, babe, I love you, and I think the world of you, and I wouldn't change a thing, and I would do it all over again if I had to. And she out there screwing the next nigga, man, and she done stopped writing you, she done stopped calling you, or you done, she done stopped answering your phone calls. You know what I mean? Yeah, I done seen some dudes really go hard in the paint, man, to save a bitch, man. And it just was not reciprocated, bro. It wasn't. So, if I'm going to go ahead and put my life on the line, that's exactly what you're doing when you're interfering in things of this nature. Yeah, man, more than likely, it will not be reciprocated. I've dealt with a lot of women, Jack. Let me see. Out of 100% of women that I've dealt with, I would say maybe 30% of them was worthy of that interference, man. But I had to figure out later on down the line, I'm like, man, this bitch don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. Nobody but her motherfucking self, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can go ahead and roll that dice if you want to. And you might feel good about yourself, man. You know what I mean? Because you saved a bitch life. who more than likely probably didn't deserve to be saved. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, man, this chick, man, oh Lord, her mouth is just hella reckless, and I'm not buying that. I just refuse to give him my phone number so he hit me with a brick. I ain't buying that shit. I'm not buying it. Since Big Mike, his whole hustle has been bitches. You know, they always leaving something out. They always leaving something out. they leaving the part out where, you know, she gave the nigga the finger and she, you know, said, fuck you, nigga, your mama's a bitch. And, you know, she spit on the nigga and she, you know, she probably just did something just buck wild. And she did it because she feels like she has carte blanche to do this shit, because men these days, you know what I mean, they don't really want to put their hands on a chick, man. Because you got these super simps, these white knight niggas out here. You should never hit a woman. No, shit, man.
Chris, California.
Shit. That ain't how it is where I'm at, man. The bitches I fuck with, you gonna have to knuckle up with the hoes that I know. Yeah, you gonna have to knuckle up, Jack. Because they are something fierce. Something fucked up, Jack. Yeah, you be thinking to yourself, do this bitch realize that I am a man? Does she not understand that if I just hit her one time, it's going to be a one-hitter quitter? She is going to be sleep. She's going to be sleep with the fishes, man. But they crazy, man. They don't give a fuck, man, because they just feel that you ain't big enough and bad enough to actually go through with dunking them. Society is set it up so that, you know, you just definitely afraid to try and check this bitch. You know what I mean? And I've never been definitely afraid to check a bitch, because I've always told all the females that I fuck with, I'm like, I want you to understand that I am not the type of man that says you should never hit a woman. But what does that mean? Take it how you want to take it. I'm not that type of dude. So think real hard. If you on that sort of shit, on that sort of time, and we don't need to even be fucking around. We don't need to be talking to each other. Because if you're trying to do something to me, bodily harm wise, I'm more than likely going, bitch, I'm going to bounce shit down the street. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't give two fucks who know it. You can call your cousins, your daddy, your brother, your uncles. Call the police. I don't care. Bitch, I will mollywop you. There will be order in this court. Yes, there will be. Oh man, you ain't gotta beat him to get order. I don't know where you at, and I don't know who you dealing with, but with this new breed of bitch out here, oh yeah. That's the only thing they really understanding. Them knuckles. They only understanding them knuckles, man. Shit, like I said, man, like 70% of the females that I fucked with, man, was just, they wasn't worth it. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? I actually went out of my way a couple of times to actually save bitches, man. Wow. Just to see how them hoes flipped and turned on me later on in life, man, when I was not doing so well. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Bitches will give you the finger. They don't give two fucks about how you doing. They don't give two fucks about what's going on in your life. It's all about her. Yeah, this bitch. This Houston, Texas bitch, man. She was, talking hella greasy about men. Fuck men ain't shit. Y'all ain't stepping up to the plate, and we don't need you and all this shit. And then when she get smacked upside her head, whether it be with a baseball bat, brick, hand, or whatever, now all of a sudden she talking about where the men at? Where the real bitch? There ain't no real men according to you. Shit. So yeah, that's what I like to call divine retribution. Karma at its finest. Yeah, if you think ain't no real men out here, bitch, I don't know what you complaining about. You said there wasn't no real men out here, so shit, you got what you asked for. That's right. Be careful what you wish for, bitch, because you just might get it. But yeah, with me, it's kind of like a gray area. I'm not saying that I will never intercede or intervene when a woman is being beaten like a man, because I have done that in the past. But as I've grown older, with wisdom And yeah, and I see how these bitches is getting down, man. I'm like, I don't know if it's worth the risk. I don't know. I do not know if it's worth the risk, man. Because you fuck around, you get in a situation, and the law get involved, and now all of a sudden you in court and you trying to defend yourself because you damn near murdered the nigga that was trying to murder her. You know what I mean? And shit, she probably won't even come and see you in court. She probably won't even come see you on your court date. Shit. As far as she concerned, like, fuck you, nigga. You know what I mean? I don't know you, but you being a righteous nigga, going over there, trying to intercede, make sure that, you know, she don't get hurt. Then you fuck around and yeah, man, you had to really 2, 3, 4 piece this nigga, and he ended up in the hospital in a coma. You fuck around, inadvertently died. Now where you at? Now nigga, Now where this bitch at? And look, man, I mean, this is not out of the realm of possibility. This shit happens, man. Remember, I worked 10 years in a prison. Remember, I was out there in the streets recruiting broads to do all sorts of crazy shit in the underworld, man. I seen this shit go down daily, man. So, I mean, you can't even hit me with none of that square ass shit these niggas is talking, man. Like these bitches is some sort of goddamn paragons of virtue, man. No, sir. The female gots to be tried and true, man. Yeah. In order for me to sign on that dotted line and to make sure she good, make sure she Gucci, I mean, yeah, I gotta know for sure that she, you know, she a good chick. I'm not the type of dude that be out there just walking around minding my own business and then I see something going down between a man and a woman and I jump in it. No, I'm real leery of that shit. Shit. Cause guess what? I've done that before. And guess what? I've had the man and the woman, because like I said, you don't really know what's going on. You don't know who they are to each other or nothing, man. And you fuck around and run block and interfere to try to save the bitch, and she end up jumping on your back, stabbing you and cutting you with a razor because you jumping on her man. Look, bruh, look, I done seen it all, chat. I done seen it all. Oh, no, I'm not signing up for that shit. I'm not signing up for that shit. Now I'm saying to you, look, there ain't no right or wrong answer to it. It is what it is. If you feel the juice is worth the squeeze, then by all means, you know, handle your business, man. Save every bitch that needs to be saved. That's what you do. But I'm not cut like that, man. If I'm gonna save you, you gotta be worth saving. Therefore, there has to be some sort of history between me and you, man. I mean, I've even saved broads, man, that didn't deserve to be saved, man. But I saved them just on the aspect, man, on just the facts that they was good to me and they was good chicks to me. But to everybody else, they was some dirty ass, conniving ass bitches. They was good to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And so if you good to me and I see you in dire straits, I can't turn a blind eye to it, man. I'm gonna get in the mud with you, baby. I'm gonna get in the mud with you. Big Mike gonna save you. I'm gonna save you, honey. That's what I'm gonna do. Shit, that's all it required. You just be good to me. Shit. All right, man. But yeah, there ain't no right or wrong to this shit, man. You know, if you want to put your life on the line, you want to risk your freedom. You know what I mean? Yeah, and for a bitch you don't know, you know, do your thing. I would recommend that you use some discretion, you know what I mean, just by jumping in these sorts of situations, because you don't know what you're jumping into. You out there and you see a man and a woman getting into it and shit, man. And even, like I said, if the man pulls out a brick, starts to hit her upside the head, and then you jump in and you intervene, you would think that shit, you good. You good for intervening. But you know, you fuck around and you end up hurting this dude severely. The justice system is so fucked up, this nigga can end up suing you. Yeah, he can press charges on you. Criminal charges and civil charges and all sorts of shit. Yeah. I done seen it all, Jack. 10 years in the pen. I'm like, nigga, they convicted you on that shit? You was actually the good guy in the scenario, in the situation, and they said that you overstepped your bounds by trying to stop him, by trying to stop the dude from actually killing the chick. Yeah, man, they said that, you know, I went too far. I'm like, how? Shit, the nigga had a blade. You know, I guess you ain't allowed to shoot niggas with blades. Yeah, man, I done seen brothers take massive L's, man, behind a broad, man. And in the meantime, the chick that he was saving, that he went to prison for, she out there just living her life, living her best life. No, it won't be me, Jack. Won't be me. I would use all sorts of discretion before I throw my hat in the ring. Nuh-uh. Then I'm hearing everybody make this comparison, man, to the riverboat shit, where that black man who was like working security, how he got jumped on by all them white boys and shit, and didn't nobody ask about his past and what, you know, what was his motives and what was his intent. And I'm like, oh my God, man, just such apples and oranges, nigga. Apples and oranges. See, if you would have done your homework on the bitch, you would know. And nah, man, it's apples and oranges, because this is a slick mouth bitch who hates men. And you can't hate men and then ask in the same breath to be protected by men. That's why this is apples and oranges. That security guard, man, he is not on some tangent talking about fuck men, fuck niggas, and all. No, he's just doing his job. Shit, and any man that's out there just trying to get paid to do his job, you know, and he get jumped on by a gang of white boys, yeah, that was a righteous ass beating right there. That was a righteous ass beating, and well, there was no questions needed to be asked on that. But when you got a bitch out there, and look, and I know him, Jack. Oh my God, I didn't even see her videos. You know what I mean? I just seen the couple videos where, you know, she had the hematoma on the side of her face. And the minute I seen her, I'm like, she's a slick mouth bitch. She is a slick mouth bitch, and she got what was coming to her because she was talking shit. I'm pretty sure of it. I wish we could see what happened before she got hit in the head with that goddamn brick, man. You know, I really wish, because, you know, she didn't deserve that. Like, how you know? You don't know what the fuck that bitch did. All you know is what she telling you. And man, I've been put in plenty of situations where a bitch was lying by omission. She told me one aspect of the story, which was true, but left out all the other shit that she put in the mix to warrant getting her ass whooped. Man, shit. Big Mike is too deep in the game, baby. I'm too deep in the game. Shit. So, yeah, man, apples and oranges, false equivalency, man. You know, the brother that was at the riverboat was Alabama, Mississippi, whatever the fuck. Yeah, man. He's just doing his job, man. And he don't have no long ass trail of social media posts saying, you know, fuck black folks and fuck niggas and fuck black bitches and all that. Now, if that were the case with him, then yeah, man, he ain't got no room to breathe, man. You know what I mean? He don't deserve to be saved by none of the folks that he was smearing. He just don't. But in this case, with this broad, and trust or believe me, I gotta look up her name again, man. I don't even think her name is attached to any of that shit, man. But yeah, man, y'all go ahead and get on, because I don't know if she's on, were these videos, were they TikTok videos or YouTube videos? I can't remember. But man, there was a whole lot of shit out there where she was just mad disrespectful, man. Mad disrespectful towards the brothers. And then when she needed them most, yeah, look at you now. Look at you now, baby. Yeah, man. So, once again, fellas, there is no right or wrong to this. In a perfect world, I would like to be able to say that we need to defend the weak and the helpless. But these modern day B-dubs, they're by no means weak and they are by no means helpless. Well, they're just not. And you can see that by looking at the judicial system about what does the judicial system want to do? They want to let her off scot-free, let her skate with all the bullshit and fuckery. But if you are somehow intermingled into the mix, they're coming after you. Black men, they want to lock you up. Oh yeah, they want to lock you up and make money off of your ass. That's what they want to do, man. But they want to leave these scallywags out here to mix up all sorts of chaos and confusion in the hood, man. Shit. That's right, Jack. Well, anyway, Big Mike, the Almighty One himself, Triple XL. Once again, doing it how I do, man. Got niggas all flustered, discombobulated, man, because I'm 100, man. I am the truth. That's right. I am the truth, baby. Shit. So, hey, look, if it ain't your family, if it ain't your woman, you know what I mean? If it ain't a good friend, I would use caution about jumping in scenarios and situations like that, man. Because y'all understand what this is all about, man, when it comes to Big Mike and Mac City, man. Black women have more than enough protection out here, man. You know, they got Zaddy to protect them, man, but you don't get that same sort of protection, man. You're not afforded that same sort of love, okay? You're not. So, be careful out there, because any black woman that you're going to go ahead and throw your life on the line for, man, I mean, she got to deserve it, man. She has got to deserve it. I don't recommend you doing that just for every female that you see on the street, man. Because the love will not be reciprocated. It will not. Big Mike and a Mike and a Mike and a